Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Reeder and I am the dietetics and home management teacher at Calvary Christian Academy. This is my 16th year. I've been there since the beginning of the school and well, quite honestly, I love CCA and I love your students. It is my favorite thing to do is to cook and sew with them. I've been a PE teacher for a long time and then in about the past 10 years I've transitioned into this role and I really love it. I have two levels of the class, Dietetics and Home Management 1 and 2. And your student is in level 1, and it is a semester-long class for 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. So I'm going to show you some of the things and projects that we work on. Now, your students' projects will probably look way better than mine, but this is kind of what where I'm looking for with them, that they get very creative and very into it, especially the boys. So what we'll start off with is sewing, and that's pretty much the beginning of the year or of the semester is sewing. And let's see, we start with hand sewing, and we learn how to sew on buttons, hem pants. You're welcome. I know you'll be very happy that I'm doing this. So if your button falls off, your student will know how to put it on for you. And so very useful, practical things we learn. So after that, then we go on to the machines, and each student has their own machines. We are very blessed to have brand new Janome machines, one per student. So I will teach them how to use the machine, and then their first project is we make babies. Baby pillows, that is. So here's my baby pillow, and they'll make one very similar. I have a certain pattern and shape and size and stuffing and all their skills they will learn in this. Some of them choose to make it a pincushion, which is very practical. Others of them will give them away, or it'll be a dog toy. I don't know, but you'll probably see it at some point. But this is their baby, and they're very, very proud of their firstborn. Then we move on to the big pillow, and the big pillow kind of looks like this, and I say it kind of looks like this because it doesn't look like this at all in the end. It may be the size, it may be having squares, and it has a purpose in my teaching and showing them how to square and get that even, and seam allowance, and hand sewing, stitching, and proper stuffing, and getting in the corners, and all those little things. But no two pillows are alike, and they're very beautiful, and every individual student shows their fabulous personality in them. So you'll be seeing their big pillow soon too. And it will probably go to college with them because they'll love it so much. Then we move on and we continue with an apron. Now, this apron that they make, they have lots of different fabric. We have donations of fabric that come in, and if you have extra fabric you want to donate, we'll take it. And we have these fabrics, and this one's my cow print fabric because, well, quite honestly, I want to get free Chick-fil-A on Cow Appreciation Day. So I wear this to Chick-fil-A. Anyway, it has a pocket. It's reversible, and the students get to choose how to do that. But if you notice, there really is a lot of work in this because they learn a lot of skill, especially how to use a pattern, read a pattern, seam allowances, and that type of thing. So that will be their apron. Their apron they keep and they will bring home, but they'll leave it in the classroom for the rest of the semester so that they can wear it during the cooking portion, which I'll tell you about in a minute. The other thing they'll be working on, and they've already started, and they'll probably have already told you, they are cross-stitching, and they will get a kit that kind of looks like this, and they have a bunch of different choices, and they will learn. This really helps them with their fine motor skill and how to do the stitching, the intricate work of stitching. So they love it because all of a sudden my room gets very quiet as they're stitching. I know, teenagers get quiet, and they'll just stitch, and they'll say, so relaxing. And then we'll sit there, drink their coffee. I make them coffee in class. I'm sorry. Anyway, they'll drink their coffee and they'll stitch and they'll talk about their day and their life. And well, quite honestly, it's amazing. Your students are very, very precious and I love them. So they will work on their cross stitch. And this is one of the ones that's completed. This is kind of like what it'll look like. This is very good work, isn't it? And then they have an option of making a gift with it. And since Christmas is coming, you might get a little cross-stitch something for Christmas. I'm just saying. Anyway, this is one of their little pot holder, I don't know. It's just a cute little thing to make with their cross-stitch and very simple, and it has some skill to it. So some of the students make these little coasters. After that, we get moving on to our cooking. And our cooking is a lot of fun because I have a lot of goals in there, which I kind of sneak in and they don't even know that they're learning because they're having so much fun. One of them is how to properly use and handle a knife, which is the #1 kitchen tool. So they learn how to use a knife, so they're dicing and chopping. And my goal is that they're dicing and chopping vegetables, because if I could just get more vegetables into these children, you understand my pain. So they learn how to chop, and then we move on to like sanitation and menu planning and that type of thing, but it's not me talking, it's always them doing. We also have the best part of our cooking is that we get to work with the grill. Now, if you're not familiar with our restaurant on campus, it's fabulous, and we have extremely fabulous chefs back there who love our kids. So what we do is we actually go in what we call in the back of the grill in the restaurant preparation area, and we get to watch them doing a lot of things, and then we get to do them ourselves. So they actually prep cook, which is really good. Some of the students actually learned so much and get so interested in it that I've had students that have gone on to culinary school, and what's the #1 job that college students do? Well, it's the restaurant business. So it's kind of good in that way, but we really do offer a great service to our grill staff, and they love being able to share that with our students. So my overall goal and overall message, and the thing I want them to take from this class the most, is to love God and love others. And we do that through the practical things we learn with our hands. Everybody has to eat, and everybody has a button that falls off eventually. So how can you love others, serve others in a very practical way? You will be hearing more, and the students will be coming home asking you to pick up some things at Publix so that they can make my famous chocolate chip cookies. And when they make those, that's a big project for them. It's called the Cookie Blessing Project. You will hear more. They will be telling you, because they're going to be starting praying about that now. They're going to make these cookies and then share God's love with somebody. So I share my life with them, and I'm so grateful that you share your children with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sending your kid to CCA. I'm putting them in my class so I get the privilege and I get the blessing of knowing them and loving them and pointing them to Jesus every which way I can. So we're in this together. Please contact me anytime with any questions. I'm always looking for guest chefs. If you'd like to come in and teach us something special that you know, we'd love to have you. My email is tina.r@ccaeagles.org. Hope to see you soon, and thank you so much for your children. They're beautiful. Bye.